All right, welcome. Now, more often than not, typography, the art of designing and manipulating text, is left to the specialists. Now, that's too bad, as even the slightest change to a letter shape can radically change the meaning and beauty of the type that people are watching. Now, with that in mind, we're going to breathe new life into Times New Roman, the most standard of typefaces, with a simple initial flourish. One change to the T, huge change to the word. Now, you won't believe how easy this is. Now, for you learners, you're going to sort out the following: how to use the pencil tool, making stroke adjustments with the Simplify tool, adjusting specific parts of a stroke with the Width tool, converting type and strokes to filled shapes using Expand and Create outlines, and finally, how to join multiple shapes with Shape Builder. I've said it before, I'm already talking too much. Let's get going. All right, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and select our word. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to right click on it and select Create Outlines. What that's going to do is that's going to convert our type shapes to editable shapes. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and right click on our word once again and let's select Ungroup. Once we deselect our text and reselect it, you'll notice right away that all of the letters are individually editable. Let's go ahead and deselect, and let's get started with editing our T, which we're going to be adding the flourish to. Let's go ahead and grab our direct selection tool, and then let's click and drag across the top left part of the letter, or of course the bar itself, and let's go ahead and select delete. Next thing we're going to do, let's do the same thing with the bar on the right side as well. Delete once again, and let's go ahead and deselect our word just like that. Now that we've got that done, we're ready to start adding our flourish. Check out how we're going to do that. On the left toolbar, let's go ahead and right click on our shaper tool, and then let's select our pencil tool. Now, if you don't see the shaper tool or the pencil tool on your toolbar, just press the letter N. That's the hotkey for that. Now, once we've got that selected, let's take one more step. Let's go ahead and double click on the pencil tool. And then let's make sure that our fidelity is set all the way to smooth. Normally, it's set at the midpoint between accurate and smooth. So let's click and drag it all the way over. Then let's click OK. That's going to give our pencil movements the smoothest possible flow. Now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and make sure that our fill is transparent and our stroke is any color. In this case, all I'm going to do is trade our stroke and fill so that my fill is transparent and my stroke is black. Now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and zoom in on our word. That looks pretty good right there. Now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and get started with our flourish. On the left side, I'm going to start with an upward loop, and then on the right side, I'm going to finish off with just a little upward flourish. Take a look. Start right over here. Notice right away how smooth that pencil movement was. That's because of the setting changes we just made. Now, if I want to make any changes to our flourish, all I need to do is just click and drag across with my pencil tool just like that. That looks pretty good right there. And of course, I can do the same thing over here. I can click and drag if I really wanted to and just do something like that right there and make it a little bit rounder. Instead of doing that last movement, I'm going to undo, and I'm going to show you another way to make that flourish just a little bit smoother as well. All you need to do is right click on the pencil tool and select the smooth tool right here. Once you've got that selected, you can always select parts of your shape. If you want to smooth just part of your shape, all you need to do is click and drag around part of it just like that, and notice that'll smooth it out just a little bit right there. Now I'll undo that one. I want to adjust the entire shape. As you can see, we've got the smooth tool slider. All we need to do is just click and drag that to the right. If we drag it all the way to the right, look what it does. It smooths out that entire shape. On the other end, it's accurate. What I want to do is I want to take it down to about maybe like 10-15%. I think that looks really good right there. Let's go ahead and leave it right there. And then let's go ahead and deselect. We'll grab our selection tool to clear out the smooth bar. And then let's deselect as well. I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and bring this to life. Once again, let's go ahead and select our bar right here. And then let's go ahead and open up either the stroke window or the stroke panel. To do that, all you need to do is click on anywhere where it says the word stroke, and you can see the panel opens up right there. Let's go to the right side, and you can see when I click on the stroke word, the stroke panel opens up. Now, if none of those are available, you can always open up the stroke window by clicking on the right side stroke icon if you've got it there, or of course, you can go to Window, Stroke, or select Control F10. Once we've got it up, let's go ahead and adjust the weight of our stroke to be comparable to our stem thickness. Now I'm going to arrow that up to about 12 points, and that looks pretty reasonable right there. As you'll see shortly, we're going to finish off the thickness a different way. Next thing we're going to do is let's round our caps. This is hugely important right here, as you'll see in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and deselect our shape, and it's on its way. Let's go ahead and see it through. Let's go ahead and close out the stroke window. Don't need that anymore. And then let's go ahead and select our new flourish. Once we've got that, let's continue to adjust our flourish by grabbing our stroke width tool. Let's select it right there. Then we're going to go right above our stem, and let's click and drag that out just a little bit. Don't worry about this being a final step. We can always adjust further if need be. Now that we've got that done, if we want to do a simple flourish, all we need to do is just tighten up our endpoints. Here's how we're going to do that. Let's zoom in just a little bit tighter, and then let's start really working on our endpoint. All we need to do is go right to the endpoint, and we'll click and drag that in until we're happy. Looks good right there. Let's do the same thing on this end right here. Let's click and drag that in. Let's grab our selection tool. Let's deselect. Let's bring the whole word into view just like that. And you can see we've already made a simple flourish. Let's level that up just a little bit. Once again, let's go ahead and select our flourish right here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. And then let's undo what we just did by hitting Control Z a couple times. Additionally, you can select Edit, Undo as well. Now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and level this up. Let's grab our stroke width tool. Let's go just short of the endpoint, and then let's click and drag in just about like that. I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's go to our endpoint right here, and then let's make that ball just a little bit smaller so it just ends about like that with just a slight expansion. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. We're going to go just short of that endpoint, about the same distance, and then we're going to click and drag just a little bit smaller, just like that. I think that works. We're going to release, and then let's go to our endpoint, and then let's click and drag down so that we've got the ball of our stroke about the same size. Let's make that just a little bit bigger, like that. Let's go ahead and grab our selection tool. Let's deselect, and let's bring the entire artboard into view to see what that looks like. That's not bad at all. Let's go ahead and level this up just a little bit more. However, let's select that. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and grab our stroke width tool, and then let's go back to our original point right here, and let's click and drag that out to match what we want. I think that's going to look a little bit better. That thickness matches our stem just a little bit better. Let's go ahead and grab our selection tool. Let's deselect. Let's bring the entire artboard into view, and let's make some more changes. Let's grab this bar right here, and let's arrow it up just a little bit. That's a little too high, so let's take it down just a little bit. Pretty happy with it right there. Let's go ahead and deselect. Let's convert it to a shape. With it already selected, let's go to Object, select Expand Appearance, and notice what we did. That stroke is now a filled shape. Let's go ahead and deselect, and let's bring our stem all the way up. Once again, let's go ahead and zoom in on our word just a little bit. Let's grab our Direct Selection tool. Let's click and drag across our stem just like that, and then let's arrow it up right into our T-bar just like that. Let's go ahead and grab our selection tool. Let's click and drag across the flourish and our stem, and then let's grab our shape builder tool. All we need to do then is click and drag across both of our shapes just like that. Grab our selection tool, deselect. Let's bring our entire word into view, and let's give it one quick assessment. Now, before I finish, and we're close to finishing, notice that our R and U are slightly far apart from each other. So let's select both the U, S, and T, and let's arrow them to the left just a little bit, just like that. Let's go ahead and deselect. And while we're a little bit better off, let's go ahead and grab the rest of the word aside from the T, and let's nudge it closer to the T. Grab our selection tool. Let's go ahead and deselect. That's a lot better right there. All we need to do now is let's bring this piece together. Let's click and drag across our entire shape. Let's right click, select group, deselect. We've got a word with a brand new flourish. And with that, we are done. Well done. Now that you've got that down, try playing with flourishes with different letter shapes and types. This technique works great with the right sans serif, and it's an absolute dream with almost any script. Now, as an aside, as you're working on mastering this technique with different letters, add a fill and a few different effects, and you've got something absolutely amazing. Keep an eye out for a video coming soon on that one. Now, with that being said, as always, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.